Hey, this is Hans from Dakota Angler and Outfitter. Today we're going to tie the Dropshot Quill Nymph with the new Insta Jig tungsten heads from Hareline Dubbin. These are really cool little kind of teardrop shaped tungsten heads, available in a bunch of cool colors, including these new mottled colors, mottled brown and mottled olive. What's neat about them is they turn any hook into a jig hook. So I'm able to take this light wire scud hook, and when I tie this in, I'll secure the bead so that it rides on top of the hook like that, and in the water we'll flip that hook upside down, making it ride like a jig. So you get to really expand the types of hooks you can use to make tungsten jig style flies. To get this started, I'm going to put some 70 denier thread on the hook just behind the bead, and if you put a little tension on it, kind of draw it up behind the bead, you can get that bead to stand nice and high on top of the hook. And just take a little brush on super glue, you don't need a whole lot here. Run that right the base of that. It'll help hold it in place. Then we can take our thread, start towards the bend. It's going to be a fairly simple fly, but a lot of times simple and slender is better for trout fishing, I find, with the nymphs. So we're going to tie in a few fibers of brown coq de leon for our tail. Wrap forward just to the base of the bead. Then we can take out our excess. There we go. And there I'm going to tie in one strand of golden brown and one strand of brown Vivus body quills and one strand of extra small copper wire. Just kind of stack them up so the tips are even on all three of those, or roughly even. There we go. Even those up, and then we'll capture them with a loose wrap, and then we'll wrap all over all three of them towards the back of the hook, and start back with my thread. Come just shy of the bead. Let's see, yep. Alright. Now, I'm going to separate our body quills from our copper wire. Get those two matched up. I like to mix two colors at the same time on these body quills. And when they're wrapped over a lighter thread, you get a nice kind of variegated, segmented, more natural look. Bring those up right to my thread, tie off with 2 or 3 wraps, trim off the excess, then we'll rib our fly with our copper wire. About 5 or 6 wraps of that, evenly spaced. Tie off our wire, and then kind of wiggle it until it breaks, or you can cut it depending on how cooperative your wire is. Come on. I guess I'm going the cutting route today. There we go. Now, to finish this fly, we're just going to take some ice dub. I've got golden brown. You can mix and match your colors of body quill and ice dub and even copper wire to come up with whatever coloration you want. This one's kind of a pheasant taily looking color combination. Just build up a nice little thorax there. And then we can do a simple 3-turn whip finish right behind the bead to finish the fly. Trim off our thread. And there we have Dropshot Quill Nymph. I've been fishing with these the last few days. They sink very fast. This is a size 16 hook with a 3/32 Insta jig head. You could jump up and make them in 14s, 12s, 10s, or even drop down smaller. They make a 5/64 Insta jig, so you can tie little 18s and maybe even 20s. But if you want a fast sinking fly that rides hook point up, this is a great option. I'm Hans from Dakota Angler and Outfitter. Thanks for watching.